Hello,
Hello,
thầy.
hello. How is your throat? It's
Sorry,
okay?
a little bit late.
No problem. No problem. Your throat is okay now?
Okay, let me wear my headphone.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I just, uh, I just asked my cousins take
Daughter?
care of my daughter. Yep.
Uh-huh.
No one at home now, so I just bring her to my cousin's house and let her there, leave her there.
Okay, it's the normal. It's very good. So, how is your throat now? Is it better? Throat?
Yeah, it's okay now. Totally recover.
Mm-hmm. And this is that an effect of vaccines or a normal?
Yeah, I think so. But before vaccines injection, I already have a little bit sore in my throat. But
Uh-huh.
it's not like sore. But after vaccines, it's worse. It's become worse.
Okay. And talking about you say vaccine injection is quite okay, but we can use the verb vaccinate, and we
Okay.
use
Vaccinate.
I am going to be vaccinated. Use the chúng ta sử dụng cái thì bị động đó. I'm going to be vaccinated. Okay, vaccinate.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
vaccinate.
Or and if you say that you are going to inject vaccines, that you are a doctor, and you
Yeah, I
inject
know.
vaccine to
Yeah,
the
I understand.
person, and we are
Yeah,
getting vaccinated. Okay,
yeah.
so you
Okay.
are quite lucky. You get the first vaccinated. Um, no, until now, I don't have any plan to get vaccinated from our companies at so far.
Because it's no slot.
Yeah, no, it's not. So far,
I know because
we don't
now
have any plan.
a lot of companies now is waiting for injection,
Yeah,
vaccination.
we don't have the sufficient the amount of medicines
Yep.
a pill. Okay, in the last sessions, we talking about daily routine and hobbies, and we sure that that is very basics and easy lesson for you because that is the daily activity. So you did the homework talking about the food, and you like oil the you say spinach, water spinach, right? Your food, your favorite food.
I, because I think spinach is kind of popular. It's the most popular food.
Vegetable food
Yeah,
in
for
Vietnam.
Vietnamese people, and
Yeah.
it's easy for me to eat. And I was familiar with it from when I was a kid. And spinach food is when you cook with meat or garlic or something. Uh, it's good. It's easy to eat. I think from in my
Yeah,
opinion, I
yeah.
think that.
I like spinach too. I like spinach. You can uh, produce some dishes, some delicious dishes from water spinach. Like you can get into the boiled water, or
Boiling,
making
yeah, boiling.
yeah some dishes with the oil oil
Yeah.
or buffalo meat. Buffalo, especially buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah, buffalo meat is quite good. It's very delicious, and I like that.
Yeah.
But in all of, I think in the imagination of a lot of people, they think that the majority is people from countryside like or prefer spinach because spinach is quite popular in our hometown, in our countryside, right?
Yep.
And normally in city they have lots of another choices beside of spinach, but the spinach is, I think, in the past maybe in 90% of meals, 90% of family and eat spinach every day,
Yeah.
yeah, every single
Yeah.
day with spinach. But it's okay. That's make our countryside, and it's quite good. So we talking about daily habits. I think that because today is the 13 or 14 13 lesson, 13 day, and we have 3 more lesson 10, lesson 10, 11, movie, food, eating out, and shopping. We have more 3 lesson, but I want us to spend maybe 30 or 50 minutes today to recover or to review our exercises.
Okay. Review all the lessons we
Yes.
already learned.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
we can review. Before review it, could you please talking again your daily activity, your daily activity for a weekend, for example, of a normal Sunday, a normal Sunday of your activity. Okay,
Yep.
let's start.
Okay. My routine on every Sundays. Every Sundays is very simple but busy. Um. Everyone always think that Sunday is for day off. Is a day off to take a rest. But for me, I where Sunday is quite busy because after wake up, I wake up a little bit later than normal days.
What time?
Uh, around 7, around 7,
Yeah.
I think. And then I prepare breakfast for my daughter. By sometimes I buy breakfast. Sometimes I prepare by myself. But during the COVID pandemic, I prepare at home. It take me around 30 minutes to done it to do it, and the time to feed her is very
Yeah.
long. It take
Quite
around
long.
1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah.
1 hour. Yeah, it's very long, and I take my time. And after her breakfast, I have my short breakfast. And
How do
then
you
I
feed her? How do you feed her with you? Do you have use any some of
yeah.
devices like mobile phone or television?
No.
No.
No mobile phone. I say no with mobile phone,
Yeah.
but I use television. Some of the music program for children, and she like. I want her say no. I want her say no with mobile phone.
Mobile phone. Okay.
I just let her watch television
Mm-hmm.
when she when she eating. Uh, I have no way. I
Okay,
think.
yeah, got it, got it. It's a normal nowadays in the modern daily life.
But
Okay.
watching television is better than use mobile phone because
Yes.
when you take her to eat out,
Mm-hmm.
um, when you have no television, she always ask us for mobile phone. It's not very good. And then in the when she grow up, she will addict with mobile phone. I think so. Um, after her breakfast, I eat breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and my and clean my house, clean my house and my kitchens, uh, wash clothes, and then play with her sometime, and play with her, and then let her ask my father-in-law to take care of her, and I go to market
Mm-hmm.
to buy food for the whole days, and for the next week, normal day, for whole next week, and cooking and cook. I cook not very good. So my father support me, always supports me.
Always supported in cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cook not very good, not very well, not very well. So my father support me, uh, and have lunch with my family around 12. Then take a short rest. Some Sometimes until 2 p.m. Sometimes nearly 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then continue. I continue with my dinner.
Okay.
Cook
Yeah.
for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and prepare prepare dinner for my daughters, and watch for her, uh, and watch for her, and feed her, and have dinner with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, and then clean all the stuff after dinner, and play with my daughters, teach her, or play with her, sing with her, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, and teach her about the letter and digital and number. Sorry,
Yeah.
number.
So you live together with your mother and your parents-in-law, right?
Yeah.
And for example, for breakfast, do you have to prepare all the breakfast for all the family members?
No, my parents usually eat outside.
Ah, it
Eat
outside.
out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband sometimes is with me, and sometimes eat outside.
Okay, got it. Does your husband have to work on Sunday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now he is still in work.
Okay, quite
Yeah, not
busy.
because now the patient still will work still work with his
Okay, okay.
patient.
So everybody here have to try to get money, yeah. And you have a plan to buy a new car, to buy a car, to build your house, your own house, and we have to try it every day. So especially in during this time, each person have his own job to do is quite lucky. There are a lot of people
Yeah, yeah.
they lost their job and
Job
yes, and they have no money.
become unemployment.
Yes, unemployment and get no money at this time.
Unemployment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but need to eat every day. No job.
Yeah, no job is quite unlucky. Poor them, especially in Ho Chi Minh City. I think in the central and in the north, the peoples they it belong to our nature that peoples in the northern area can they spend maybe the 50% of the income for their expense, and they have some savings. We have some saving to to eliminate some of unlucky situation like this. So if there once suddenly or there an accident occur, we can use our saving to feed our life. But in the south, the people, because I think because they find very easy getting a job, finding easy to making money, so they don't have to have a reasonable saving, right?
Yeah.
So poor them in this time. Okay, thank you for your sharing. But I feel that because you have just only one day off, is a Sunday, so your Sunday is very busy, very busy Sunday. And on another hand, that if you can wake up early, you have more time to do some of maybe your housework or spend time for yourself. For example, I normally wake up at around 4 about 30 past 4 a.m. every day. Yes, I set my alarm at that
Too
time.
early.
Yeah, 30 past 4 a.m.
Even on Sunday.
Yep,
Even
every
on
day.
Sunday.
So I have 1 or 2 hour in the early morning for myself. Maybe at least 1 hour. Yeah, at least 1 hour. When I get up, when I get up every day, because I also have to prepare breakfast for all of for 3 members in our family. I have to prepare some of soup for my kids, for my children, and my wife and my daughter can get up at 7 o'clock, and everything's ready. Everything ready at the time. Breakfast ready, and
you feel happy.
Yeah. Okay. And I feel happy easily because I get is quite family with my daily routine, so I don't feel any uncomfortable. I feel happy with that.
So getting up early and doing a lot of things before the people wake up. Before the people wakes up, always bring us good feeling, happy feeling.
Yeah.
I know, but I cannot I cannot do it.
I think for majority people, stay up late is easier than waking early wake up.
Yeah.
Because we are still in sleep and we don't want to wake up, right? Especially in winter.
Yeah.
But if we set it's our responsibility or our duty, we have to wake up early. If we don't wake up early, our kid have no breakfast. Our kid have no meal on breakfast. We have to do it. Okay. But if you want to get up early, you should go to bed early. Maybe 10. I normally go to bed on the 30 or 11 p.m. or 30 past 10. Normally 11 p.m. For for example, today after finish
Already.
our class, I bring my daughter. I help her to go to sleep, and then after that I go to sleep as well.
Wow. So your wife is so lucky. Yeah, wife so
Because
lucky. And I guess she's very young, right?
no, she is older than you. She
Oh,
was born
really? Yeah.
in yes, it was born in a 88,
88.
yeah,
Wow.
88. But she looks younger than her age. She looks younger than her age.
Because she has an ideal husband.
No, I'm not ideal. I'm not ideal man. Be- if we spend lots of time for our family, we cannot have the sufficient time to make money outside, to go outside, to make the business relationship with other people, drinking and get more money outside. So we have to make the balance, and I accept it. I accept it to make the balance, especially in this time when our kid is quite young, and we have planned to produce more kid. Yeah, produce more kids at this time.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I accept it.
And what is her job?
In the past, she is an accountant. She's an accountant,
Uh,
but
yeah.
at this time, she's working at home. We're working at home, and this time we are preparing to have a new baby. At this time,
Really.
maybe the
Okay.
so it's about 3 months later. 3 months later, we
Uh,
will have a new
um,
baby. Yeah.
and you have to select. You have to choose the nice one.
Yeah. Okay, we are going to review a session from lesson one. Greeting and introduction is very easy for you, but there are some of a quick response. If you meet someone in the first time, how would you say? How would you say if you meet a person in the
Uh,
first time?
the first time. How are you?
How are you?
To greetings.
Yes, to
To
greeting.
greetings. How are you? Or um how are you doing? What's new?
Okay.
How do you do? How do you do?
How do you do? Yes, how do you do? Yes.
How do you do? How do you do? How are you? What's going on?
Okay, what's going on there? Yes, you can use that sentence. Just select maybe 3 or 4 sentences for you to practice and use it when you meet someone in the first time. I'm sure
Yeah.
that if you meet someone in the first time, you say what's going on, maybe they cannot understand, especially in,
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
in
yeah.
Vietnamese person, they cannot understand unless they are familiar with the English speaking. But I think the 70% they cannot understand, and they say what is that, or can you repeat, pardon, if you say what's going on. Don't worry, get familiar with that sentence. It's
Yeah.
it's that is proof that your English is better than them, right? It's
Yeah.
no problem. Okay, and we use some responses. If you say how are you, if I say how are you, how you can respond? How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine. Or uh, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. No,
Okay,
um,
yes, pretty good.
I'm okay.
Okay,
Pretty.
pretty good, or not bad. I'm alright.
All
Couldn't be
right. Not
better.
bad.
Couldn't be better. Okay, lots of words you can use,
Yeah.
and you should practice it every day. Just ask yourself and answer by yourself. Is is quite good. Ask yourself and answer by yourself. How are you? I'm
Couldn't be
good,
better.
pretty good. Could it be better? I'm okay. I'm alright. I'm fine. I'm good. Yes, okay. Practice by yourself, asking yourself and answer by
Okay.
yourself. Okay, and if you want to introduce your husband, how would you say?
Introduce.
Your husband.
Uh, my name. Let me introduce my husband to you. This is my husband. His name is Hùng,
Okay. Yeah.
and
Or I'd like to introduce.
I
I'd
like
like.
to introduce to you my husband.
Okay.
His name is Hùng.
Okay, thank you. I think we should use the word I'd like to introduce. I like to introduce
I
because
like to.
I feel that we use I like your is how to say. I'd like to introduce is that you are you are an active person. That is your active action is not. If we say let me introduce, is you're in a passive
Okay.
situation. Passive. Let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
introduce.
Let me. Yeah.
We don't have any people to let us introduce. We like to introduce. Okay, I like to introduce my
I
husband.
like to introduce. Okay.
I like to introduce myself. I like to introduce my husband. It's better. I think it's more active. It's more active. Then let me introduce. Okay, and introduce someone else. Okay. And say nice to meet you. Please meet you. Okay. And then you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to have a whole conversation, a whole introduction about you and your family in just some short sentence, some short paragraph. Introduce you and your nuclear family. Okay, just know your nuclear family. Okay, start.
Okay. I'd like to introduce to you my husband, my small, I know my family, my little family. Um, I and my husband got married in 2018, and now we have a little baby, a little daughter. She is 2 years old now, and my husband now is 32 years old, and me 31 years old. Um, my husband is a dentist. He is he is working at his own clinic and near to my home, near to my house, and and for me, I am working for agricultural company. It's 3 kilometers far from my house. But my working time is just 8 hours per day. But for my husband, his working time is longer, around from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sometimes it's earlier. It depends. It depends the patient time.
Yes.
And yep. Um, we now living we now are living with my parents in-law, and my parents in-law is my yes, they have the DZ basics DZ for the old people.
Yes.
My
Got it.
yeah, my father uh, is a diabetes persons patient, and my mother has a She is weak with her heart.
Okay.
Yeah. Even she look very big, very fat. Yep. Uh,
You mean her heart? Her heart is not good. Heart.
yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, yes. And they are now is more than 60 years old. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
But I feel very comfortable to live with them. Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
And talking about your husband, what is his hobby? What is his hobby?
Hobby, play game.
Playing game. What's the game? What
Game.
kind of game?
I don't know, but the game on the mobile phones.
His mobile phone.
Her phone. His phone. He often play after work when he comes from work. He he take care of my daughters very good, very well. Yeah, and always take care of my daughters is much better than me.
Yes.
And but after if my daughters go to school, he's he spends time to play game
Play game.
With his team.
Okay, got it. Maybe that
Yeah.
is his favorite game, his favorite activities. No problem. If if it doesn't relate to any something like money, something okay, something win loss of the money is on the game. On
I always no we always care about the money.
okay, yes.
I always tell him that why you always play game at the free time. Why don't you play read book or watch TV or doing something other things?
Okay.
She said that I'm tired, so I want to play game with my friends to take the relax.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because he will feel better if after playing game, is let him do it. It's okay, just
Yeah.
for relaxing. Okay, and talking about your daughter, what is her hobbies? What is her hobbies?
Her hobbies. She's like Lego.
Lego.
Yeah. She's very. I observe her when she play with Lego. She stay focused
Stay focused.
very
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Yeah. And she like to make to okay, combine the piece and
Okay, combine a lot of pieces into the one a bigger picture.
yeah
bigger,
and
thing.
yeah and she like painting.
Painting.
Yes. I think it's a di truyền đấy thầy. My husband paint draw very well.
Yes. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so yes, maybe
What
it's
is
from
her favorite food?
favorite is giò.
Giò.
Her
Okay.
her favorite food is giò. Always giò.
All the time.
Yeah, when after um, what um, what would you like to eat? Always says giò. I want to eat giò
Okay.
and eggs. Yeah, sometimes and eggs and
Correct. And does
she don't know acid.
does she eat vegetable frequently?
No,
No.
no frequently. I always green the vegetable, dried vegetable, and put in the noodle. No soup for her. She don't like to eat to chew
Okay.
the vegetable.
So it is quite different from my daughter. She likes eating vegetable, and I think that is me. That is maybe my wife. That's belong to my wife's contribution. She feed her
Yeah,
to practice the eating vegetable at very soon of her life. So at this time she can eat vegetable a lot of vegetable. Lots of
yeah, it's
vegetable,
good, very good.
even mướp đắng or even
Wow,
yes, she likes mướp đắng very well. She like it.
wow, yeah,
Every vegetable, yeah.
very.
Except chili, except chili.
Okay.
Okay, but a little bit spicy like ginger gừng is okay for her.
Oh,
She can eat. She can eat it.
bitter melon, bitter
Okay.
melon.
Okay, we move to the lessons. Lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 is the how to prepare and arrange the word in a sentence. But this is common grammar, common sentence. I think we don't have to. We don't need to recover the lesson 2. Lesson 3, talking about family. You have just practiced talking about your family, and I think you should practice talking about your family more frequently to introduce by yourself to your own to yourself.
Yeah,
Okay, talking about your family, your extended family, each family members, and you can describe your husband, and describe your parents, your brothers, how does how does he look like, tall, young, short, fat. Okay, talking about family
uh,
by that way.
one special feature of my husband in of my family-in-law is
Mm-hmm.
everyone is very tall.
Very tall. Okay.
Yeah, my father-in-law,
How
he's
tall is he?
very tall. Uh, his height is 186.
186. Wow.
Yeah,
186.
and my husband, yeah, and my husband is 182 or 83.
Okay. Yes,
And
got great.
my sister is 1.7.
Wow. Wow.
Very tall,
Long,
yeah.
yes, long leg.
Very long.
And she's a long leg.
Long leg and long back.
So in the future, your daughter will be tall as well, and
Oh yeah.
each will be good for all the people if they have a good height. I'm not
Yeah.
tall. I'm just 165. 165, and my
It's
wife
normal.
yes, my wife is around 165. The 165. Okay, talking about lesson 4, job and career. Okay, we can recall to the job and career.
Job and
And what
career.
is your dream job? You can talk about your dream job. Talk more and tell me more about your dream job in the past when you were a kid.
Okay. My dream when I was a kid. My now I don't have much memories about my dream job when I was a kid. But when I remember that when I was a kid, I just want to become a pilot. Pilot.
Pilot, yeah.
Pilot. Yes. You know. To fly on the sky is very is very uh, luxury luxury một thứ xa xỉ ạ. Luxury things for us when it was a kid and
Luxury, yeah, okay.
luxury. Yeah. Yeah, and we always wish dream one day we can uh, uh, go on board um, like fly. We can fly,
Yes.
and yeah, that's so my dream job is
Pilot.
become from at that time. But when I was an adult, I don't want to become a pilot, and I don't think about that anymore. Yeah,
Mhm.
just want to study very well and become and have a good job with high salary. Uh, yeah, work on the land, not on the sky.
Okay, on
And now I
land, not the
become
sky.
yeah.
So, because you was born in a small village of Nam Định province, and
Mm.
when you were a kid, uh, how how can how can you imagine the pilot work, the pilot job? If you if you just want to fly in the skies, so why didn't you wish to be a bird, to have wings to fly in the sky?
Become
Because
a bird is
yeah, because I think at that time you did not have opportunity to see how a pilot is, how the pilot job. So why the pilot is your dream job at the time? Because you have no idea about the pilot.
I just think about I just dream uh, dream to become a person on the fly,
Mm-hmm.
on the fly, yeah, and travel around the world, and not be, I didn't want to become a bird
Mm-hmm.
having two wings. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes, is your dream job. I cannot remember my dream job is when I was a kid. When I was a kid, Mhm. Yes, maybe in the past I wish because my parents are teachers, so in the past I wish I will be a teacher. I would be a teacher, but in a high school, one of our teachers said that, "Hey, look, Lucas, we have no money, so we have no money. If you are a teacher, you will have no money." But so that I don't want to be a teacher anymore at that time. I don't want to be a
Yeah.
teacher.
And yeah, okay. I remember that at that time when I was a kid, when the people mention fly riches like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, it's a very good job for me. I always think that is very good people, very talented people and beautiful people, very talented. They can fly and they can communicate with all of the people in the world. Yeah, nữ tiếp viên hàng không ngày ấy là khi mà nói đến nữ
Okay.
tiếp viên hàng không ngày đấy
Yes.
là rất là cảm giác rất là người đấy rất là giỏi và xinh
Yes.
đẹp rồi cả một một nghề rất là nghề rất
Got a high income. Okay, can travel
high
all over
income.
the world. High income, beautiful. But actually, when we are a flyer, we are a passenger on an airplane, we feel that they are just some of server, some of okay, some kind of server, some kind of service
Yeah,
people
yeah.
on the plane. So I don't
No,
want.
no need. Yeah, no need the diploma, university diploma.
Yes, just English speaking and some of training
and,
for them, and a
and
good
good
looking.
looking.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking about job in English. You can see on the page 33. And now I want you to describe the job in English. Every job in this picture in English. You can
Okay.
you can give
Chef.
some of definition and some explanation of the job. Each person, a job. The first number one, chef. What is a chef?
Chef is a person who prepare, cook, and serve food for the customer
For customer in a restaurant. Okay, and next, farmer.
in restaurant.
Yep, farmer.
Farmer is person who works in the field, is the countryside. It's
Yes.
countryside and in the field with the agricultural tools.
Okay. Next.
Professor, teacher. It's like you. It's a person who's prepare lecture and deliver the lecture to the student.
Deliver lecture. Okay. Or
And
you
teach.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
say that convey the knowledge, prepare the knowledge, convey the
Yeah.
knowledge to the student,
Convey.
to the learner, convey the knowledge.
Convey, yeah.
Okay.
Convey knowledge. Okay. truyền.
Okay. And astronaut.
Astronaut is a person who work outside of Earth.
Outside of
In
the Earth.
universe.
They are flying into the space or a universe.
Space, universe.
Yes, space, universe, astronaut. Okay, journalist.
Journalist.
Phóng viên đó, journalist. Yeah.
Is a person who convey the social information or collect the information for in the society.
Yes.
And convey to the population. To the publication. Convey the công chúng ấy.
Okay. To the audience, người nghe, người đọc, to the audience. Okay, you can use it. And vet, maybe this job is quite strange in Vietnam. There are some people doing this job. Vet.
Yeah, there's a person who take care of the animals and kill. It's easy.
What is the
like animal.
Yes.
Animal doctor.
Yes, maybe animal doctor. Yes. Okay. And what we can make some difference between us and this vet. We also take care our animals. We take care a dog and cat, but we don't do it as a professional job. But vets, they take care our animal as a professional work, right? They do it by his job. Okay, next, the doctor. Definition of a doctor. What is a doctor?
Doctor is a person who do the examination for patients and chữa trị ạ. Alternative tiêu dân. And chữa bệnh for the patient.
Okay. And judge.
Charge. The person who bring the
Quite difficult to explain.
Bring the tools to the light.
The truth to the life, or make
Tools to the
yes.
To make the balance in the society.
Yes, make the balance and make our society is protected by law, right? By law and legally. Okay. Construction worker
is the person who work at the construction field, like build the tower, the buildings.
Yes. Okay, next, pilot. Your dream job. Pilot.
Who drive the flight.
Yes, drive an airplane. We say drive a plane. Okay, scientist.
Airplane. Scientists who work at the laboratory and bring the innovation.
Yes.
And make the innovations.
Make innovation. Next.
Engineer who is work for the machine equipment. Who create the machines equipment, right? And
yes,
can fix them.
Because there are a lot of kind of engineer, electrical engineer, construction engineer. So okay, the simple definition is quite good. So next, firefighter.
Firefighter who save the fire.
Save fire.
The
We can use the word firefighter is a person who put out the fire. Put out. Yes.
Put out.
You can use a phrase, a verb, put out the fire. Dập tắt đấy, bỏ cái ngọn lửa để put out, put the fire out, hoặc là put out the fire, put out. Okay, next, actor.
The actor is person who performs who do his performance on the stage.
On the stage, and they are doing in another characteristics, right? Because actors stay on the stage and doing in another characteristic. Okay, the lawyer.
Characteristic. Lawyer who luật sư là người bào chữa. Who is protect? Who is a person? She is a person who protects someone in law. Right.
Someone by law, or okay. Try to when you give an explanation, try to use a very simple word Okay, we don't need to use any complicated word. Try
Yeah.
to use the sample word. Pharmacist.
Pharmacist. Who is prepare prepare pharma
Pill
no prepare
medicines, pill thuốc mà nó
pill
pill là những viên thuốc, medicines. Okay.
pills. Yeah. Okay. Prepare pills, medicines, drugs from
for the patient. Yeah.
for the patients.
Okay.
Fly official. He's a person who protects the people from the accidents or from any social tệ nạn. Em mình không nhớ từ tệ nạn là cái gì.
Crime. Okay. Any crime.
Crime.
That is an ideal police officer. That nowadays police officer they do a lot of other job, right?
Yeah.
Police officer. Okay. And the dentist.
Like
Your husband.
my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cure the patient who he has disease, who has pain with their teeth.
Okay.
And mouth.
Mouth. Okay, we can ignore the carpenter because carpenter. Receptionist.
This person always sit near the company or hotel
Yes.
door and welcome the guest or expert. Welcome anyone to come to visit
Yes.
his hotel or company.
Okay.
Fashion designer. She's the person who design clothes.
Yes.
Dress or skirts, shirt.
Yes. Okay, có một cái từ clothes. Nhắc đến từ đó thì mình sẽ chú ý phát âm của nó này. Từ số ít của nó là cloth. Từ số ít ấy. Cloth là số ít này. Số nhiều của nó thì lại là clothes. Nhưng mà bình thường là clothes. Không hề có chữ is mà clothes. Chữ và chữ luôn. Clothes. Và đôi khi là thường mà mình sẽ không nghe thấy cái chữ the nữa, vì là họ cũng thuộc với cái trường hợp mà họ lười phát âm. Người nước ngoài họ chỉ nói clothes, bỏ hẳn chữ the đi. Đầy đủ thì là clothes. Còn mình chỉ nghe thấy là clothes là thêm chữ chỉ thế thôi. Yes. Số ít là cloth là vô thanh. Cloth. Còn số nhiều là hữu thanh. Clothes. Có số nhiều của từ clothes. Okay. Job and career. Ok, đó thì thế nên là trong cái bài review này thì tập lại bằng tiếng Anh, đúng không? Tập diễn tả từ ngữ bằng tiếng Anh, thế là một cái cách khác, cách ôn tập khác, không dùng cái tiếng Việt nữa, cách ôn tập khác cho mình. Đó, ok, đó là một cách để có thể kiểm tra lại. Thứ nhất là mình vận dụng tất cả những cái từ vựng của mình vốn có để mình giải thích một cái điều gì đấy bằng tiếng Anh. Đấy. Rồi mình sẽ nhắc lại một chút là về cái cách học từ vựng. Thông thường thì normally tell me how do you practice your vocabulary, or how do you learn your vocabulary? How?
Vocabulary. The way to learn vocabulary.
Yes.
The way for me to learn.
Way. Yes.
Yeah. My way to learn vocabulary is just read the book or watch what's the new vocabulary on internet or television. And I when I want to know what is this meaning, I find it by
Find or
dictionary.
use look for
Use
look for
look
new
for,
word,
yeah.
look for.
I look for it in the dictionary,
Mhm.
and I find the way to pronounce it,
Okay,
and
pronounce it, pronounce.
pronounce it, and
Yeah.
I write it on my notebook
Okay.
or anywhere I can see it.
From anywhere you can see. Okay. Normally, have you ever had any plan to remember a list of words? Do you have any plan to remember a list of words, or at least 5 words per day or 10 words per day? Have you ever do it?
No, when I was a student, I often do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a call. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
My manager called
Yeah.
me. Alo ạ. Dạ. À, con đang ở nhà. Bây giờ anh Hùng đến đón bác nhá. Vâng vâng ạ. Dạ dạ ok ạ. Ok. Anh Hùng ơi. Anh Hùng ơi. Anh Hùng ơi đến đón bác nhá. Sorry.
Okay. So, I mean that. Do you have any plan to remember a list of words every day?
Now I don't plan. I don't have any plan. Yeah, sorry. Uh, yeah, in the past when I was student, I have I had a plan to learn vocabulary every day,
Mm-hmm.
at least 5 words, 5 new words, and I write it at everywhere, on my bed, on my
Yes.
table, in
Yes.
my notebook, and I think that at that time, I learned
Mm-hmm.
a lot of uh, new words.
Yes.
But
That is,
now
yes.
I
That is
just
good way.
yeah. But now I just learn the new word when I meet it
Mm. When you
and when
encounter
I see
it,
it.
we use the word
Encounter.
meet or encounter.
Encounter.
Encounter có nghĩa là mình bất kỳ
Okay.
mình va đập phải nó, mình
Bắt
động
gặp,
phải nó. Ok, bắt gặp encounter.
tình cờ gặp nó.
Okay, we learn the new word by encountering the words, the new word on newspaper, on when listening, and remembering the new word by writing it on the notebook, on the sticker, and paste it all on all the things surrounding you is quite good way. But we have to agree that there are some of mistake when we learn a new word. For example, step 1, we write down the list of word. Number 2 is we write out the Vietnamese meaning or pronunciation or phonetics. And step number 3 is we learn it every day. We learn it, and number 4 is we forget it. I think so. The step number 4 is we forget it all the time. We can remember today, but next week we forget it. We forget all the list all the time. So I think it is a good way that you are doing it as well. That you write down the word and you encounter them every day when you open the door, open the fridge, see on the bed. Quite
Yeah.
good. But we can imagine, we can list out the sum of steps when you use a new word. The first, you have to recognize the new word. Recognize the new word. If you're reading, or you are reading a paragraph, or you are listening a video, an audio, you can recognize a new word. And at first you don't remember the meaning, you don't know how to use it. And the number 2, we have to understand it. Understand the maybe the Vietnamese meaning, but the deeply the how to use it. The English meaning. Yeah, the English, understand the word, understand the new word. But I think the most important is how we use this, how we use the word. We have to create an environment to write it, to pronounce it, to speak it, and to use it frequently, to remember it, to remember word. So so that you can see we have learned some of the session like family, job, work, but there are some new words. There are some of basic word maybe it's not a new word for you, but when you want to use it, when you want to use the word, you cannot use it. You cannot recall the word to use it correctly. So try to practice by, for example, you can think by yourself, think in your mind, in your head, and speak it every day in front of mirror or recording yourself. And one of the tips that if you encounter a new word, if, for example, the art job, I say art job, ODD job. What does this mean of art job? Job is okay. Art job.
Art.
Yes.
ODD.
ODD. Yes. Art job. What does it mean?
Like HR job.
No, it's not a job. So yes. So for example, the art job, the meaning is that art job is a job that a person do the job on site, on activity, like cleaning the window, taking care the dog, and working with the dog. That a person working on site, not in office. Yes, not in an office. For example, you have to climb on a high building to clean the window. Is a kind of art job. A job that people have to work on site, not in an office. Okay, not in an office. You have to go outside on site for the clean the window, taking care of the dog. That art job. So if you encounter a new word, can you hear me?
Job. Yeah. And art job.
Okay, maybe connection is not good. Let me, okay. New meeting, start now. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear clearly.
Maybe yeah, the connection is not good. So let's continue. If one of the tips for you that if we encounter a new word, a quite complicated word like odd job, you can search in YouTube. You can search on YouTube's odd job. I think there are a bundle of video on YouTube. They are talking about odd job, and by that way, you can practice listening. You can practice pronunciation, and you can listen a lot of time, many times to remember it. After that, you try to summarize the video in your word. For example, if they are talking about our job, they are talking about how to clean the window, you can summarize the conversation, summarize the video on your word. You can use your own word to summarize the content of video. Yes. Okay. Keep practicing by summarize
Okay.
video.
Yes.
Summarize any conversation, any paragraph, any videos by your own word. Your own word. By that way, you can practice
Okay.
your understanding.
I got it.
Yes, understanding and summarize it. Okay, that is talking about the learning new word, training and experience. Okay, talking about the job. So now, is your job busy now or at the time? Is the job busy? Can you hear me? Maybe the connection
Job?
is not good.
No, it's not.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear clearly.
Okay. Don't know why the connection is unstable. So is the job busy at this time?
No, it's not too busy because the purchase order is not very many. We have no we there are not many purchase order now
Okay.
because the transportation is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So all the purchase order is pending are pending.
Mm-hmm. Okay, talking about one of your, I see somehow your problem at your job, when we talking about the job and career lesson, that your company cannot provide sufficient amount of asparagus for customer, and how did your company solve it? How?
Can you repeat your
Yeah.
questions?
How did your company solve
I don't.
the problem? The problem that your company cannot provide a sufficient amount, sufficient quantity of your product,
Sufficient.
sufficient or enough, sufficient enough amount,
Sufficient.
enough. Use another word.
Sufficient.
Enough
Like
amount.
commissions.
No, 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 no. Because at that time you say that your
Enough.
company could not provide enough quantity of asparagus, right?
No. Some last month or some weeks ago. When Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh is not difficult, is not in COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
The customer place order with us, and we have we didn't have enough the product to serve
Yeah.
to supply. Uh, but now when the transportation is very difficult, forbidden, so we store our product in the cooling, in the chilling storage,
Chilling. Yes.
and yeah, cooling storage, and a part of the production the product we use for powder, vegetable powder. We make the powder and storage them in the cool the cool condition.
Yes.
And now we have planned to make the new products, powder product.
Okay. Okay. Make the powder in we call the in powder form of product. Okay.
Powder form.
Yes. Powder form. Like.
Powder form.
Okay, is a quite good solution. Is a quite good solution. And by making a powder form, we can keep the product in a longer time, in the longer storage time. Yes, for the longer transportation time.
Shelf life.
Yes. Okay, thank you for your sharing. Okay, next to the lesson 5, talking about the weather. So what's the weather today?
It's very hot, very sunny, and and today I didn't come home for lunch. I ate it's office because it's too sunny, so I don't want.
It's very hot
go
and windy.
Go outside
with a big windy like storm, right?
Yeah, windy.
Do you like this kind of weather?
No, hot and sunny I don't like.
Why?
Because because I want to protect my skin. My skin is enough.
Okay.
So I don't want
Yes.
blacker.
So that is one of the reasons that why you want to buy a car. When you're traveling in a car, you can protect your skin, especially for girls or for ladies want to protect his girl. But I saw that one of your Facebook status that you like this kind of weather, that you just it's just take spend 1 minute to dry your clothes, right? Just 1 minute to dry your clothes, and we have to wait 3 minutes.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I
Can
saw
you
your status on Facebook that you like this kind of weather. It took
wait?
1 minute to dry your clothes. 1 minute, right? But you have to wait for the 3 minutes and
Yeah,
to
it's
cool
just
the
a
clothes.
joke.
Yeah. but actually,
It's just a status to
yeah,
describe the weather in Nguyen.
yeah, yes,
Very hot.
yes, very hot. So for myself, I'm actually somehow I like I like this kind of weather in terms of drive our clothes, our because every time is the wind like this, the windy like this. I don't use our washing machine. I wash by my hands. I wash clothes by my
Uh,
hand, and and
wow, you
and
are very
just yes, and just just hang up the clothes, and is quite fast to dry our clothes. It's, and I
yeah.
like this kind of weather. Okay.
You work very hard. Yeah.
But I think the washing clothes by hand is just some kind of exercise, some kind of doing exercise. Instead of doing
Okay.
exercise, we can washing our by hand. And especially after cooking, maybe you get your hand in yellows by nghệ or by something like that. After washing clothes, all of this can disappear, and our hands, our skin will be clean, right? After washing it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, talking about weather. Yes, but actually it's very hot today. And luckily we are sleeping in air conditioner. So how many air conditioner do you have in your house? How many air
In my
conditioner?
house, three, three
Three.
air conditioner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How
Once
often
for my
or
my.
mm-hmm.
We just use. We used to use when we sleep.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah, at night or uh,
at noon.
noon time. Noon
Yes,
time.
noon time and at night. Yes, air conditioner. Normally, in summer like this, how much do you spend for electricity? How much?
Mm. Uh, more than 2 million
2 million,
per
more
month.
than 2 million per month. For how many people?
Oh,
We 5 people.
more than five. Yeah,
Five
five
people,
people.
and with the full move.
No, no. It's electricity and water.
Okay, include water. Include,
Include
okay.
water.
For 5 people. Okay, not too much, but it's big money. Okay, more than two
Yeah.
millions. Okay, and how normally in one day how long does it take for an air conditioner run? How long is how long does it run a day?
It's
How
run
many?
today.
Yes, how many hours?
For the air conditioner.
Yes,
For all night. From 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
9 p.m. and 6 a.m. Yes, and
Yeah,
for
and
noon
for
and
lunch my is from 12 to uh, 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay, totally nearly 10 hour. Yes. So can you tell me the main difference between the summer in Nghệ An and summer in the northern provinces? The main differences.
North functions and Nghệ An, the weather in north is quite similar, but here Nghệ An has loud wind, so it's more hotter.
Yes, more
But
hotter.
I think the temperature is is the same. Is
Yes.
similar.
Yes.
But here is the loud wind is very hot, so makes the summer hotter. It's
Yeah.
how about what do you think?
Because I am a man, when I find that the loud wind is if we get a bigger wind, I feel it's quite good for a man, that
Good.
it can make the temperature is lower versus there no wind. But for a woman, for a girl, for ladies, the loud wind can make the skin is darker, and
Yeah, I
they,
don't like.
yes, they don't like it.
I,
They don't like it.
I
But
don't
I
like
like,
anymore.
yeah. But I like the wind. I like wind. I like wind weather. I like the windy weather. Okay, that we can talk about windy. So, do you have any weather forecasts for next week? Do you have any forecast
Oh,
for next week?
I'm not updated yet.
You
I
can
think
guess. You can guess by your own.
yes. I think it's cooler, right?
Cooler. What's
Yeah, because
temperature? What's
some days, some recent days, it's very hot. It's extremely hot today,
yes.
and I think the next week the weather is cooler.
Yeah.
Will be cooler
Will be
or
cooler.
rainy or rain.
Okay. Rain. But I don't think so. There are a lot of time. It's hot if it the hot day can take a long time, but we don't have, especially in Vinh City, we don't have any rain. We don't have any water from the sky into the earth. I don't know why. Maybe the loud wind can it it make our water disappear. Maybe next week we don't have any rain. There is no rain in the next week.
Oh,
But we can forecast our weather by seeing the weather in Hanoi. By seeing the weather in Hanoi. Normally there are some delay in just 1 or maximum 2 days in Vinh City. If Hanoi there rain in Hanoi 1 day or 2 days, in Vinh City will have some rain in Vinh City by seeing the weather in Hanoi. Okay,
okay. Noted.
there are some delay, just 1 or 2 days. Okay, talking the weather, you have to practice. The more to practice and giving direction is okay. We just have the one question about giving direction. How to go to the Vinh Center from your house? How do I get to?
Vinh Center.
Yeah,
You know the
Vinh Center, Vinh Center near,
center.
yes, nearby the Ho Chi Minh Square.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
Easy way. I just picture to east to Nguyễn Văn Cừ Street.
Yes.
Um, and go past a crossroad.
Okay.
And yeah, and keep straight on Nguyễn Văn Cừ Street, and that's the end of Nguyễn Văn
Yeah.
Cừ Street.
Yes.
Yeah, I turn left at the maybe the three-way crossroad. Right?
Yes, three-way. Correct.
Yes, and turn left. Yeah, turn left, and the film center is in left side.
Let me see. Turn left. Yes, correct, correct. In the left side. When we across the Quán Lau Market, okay, have just passed the Quán Lau Market, the film center on your left hand side. Right, correct. Quite very easy for you. Oh, okay. Do you often go to the film center?
No, not often. Not often.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just go to the film center one time and go to the Center Park.
Center
Center
Park.
Park one time with my daughters.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not often. Yeah.
Let's try one time to take your daughter to the film center for her to play in it, play with a lot of toy, a lot of
Yeah.
like a ball house sliding in film center. Okay, we can finish our review today and see you on the next week. Okay.
Chào thầy.
Okay.
Con bé nó đó.
Chào. Cháu chưa về
Chào,
ha.
con chào bác.
Chào cháu. Rồi,
Bye
ok.
bye, bye bye. Dạ, em chào thầy.
Ok, goodbye.
Dạ, bye thầy.